If you are wondering about the question that what is the maintenance cost of Innova HYcross, then this is the right video for you, because I am going to tell you in detail the Innova HYcross service cost for next 10 years, including the jobs and the parts that are going to be changed in each service. So we know that the Innova HYcross is available in two engine options. One is your petrol and the second one is your hybrid engine option. And the service cost obviously, depends on the engine and the gearbox options. But surprisingly, in the case of Innova, the service cost is same for both the petrol and the hybrid one for the first 9 years. So the only difference in the service cost is going to come after 9th year, which is in the 10th service. I will tell you what the difference is. But for now, let's get started with the service cost for first year. But before that, one more thing, that the prices that I'm going to tell you in this video are as of November 2023. And these are the prices of Delhi. If you live in some other city, the prices may slightly vary because of the difference in the taxes. And if you are watching this video in 2024 or 5 or 26 or 27 or 28 or later, then these prices might not sound very accurate to you, because by that time these prices would have definitely inflated due to the inflation rate. But at least this video will give you an idea of what is the total maintenance cost of Innova HYcross and what are the parts and the jobs that are done in each service. So let's get started with the first service, which is done at 2 months or 1000 kilometers, whichever is earlier. And this is not a service per se. This is basically a general checkup. In general checkup, they just ask you if you are facing any problems with the car, and if there is any fluid that is lacking, if a brake fluid is slightly less, or engine oil is less, or engine coolant is less, they will just check the volumes and the level of each fluid in your car, and they will just top it up. That's it. So they will check if your alignment of your car is okay or not. They will just do a general checkup, and there will not be a major job that will be done in your Innova HYcross. So it will just be a checkup, and the labor is free for the first 3 services. So the cost is going to be 0. Next, when 1 year will pass with your Innova HYcross, so at the end of first year or 10,000 kilometers, whichever is earlier, this will be your point when you will be going for a major first service of Innova HYcross. This is your actual service, because in this service your engine oil is going to change. So engine oil, oil filter and drain plug, these are the 3 major things that will be replaced in your first service, along with the wiper washer fluid. That is just a shampoo, or a car windscreen cleaner. It's just like a shampoo that they will add on in your car, and it's a cheap thing, nothing major. So the cost will be around 2873 rupees. This excludes any labor charges, because the labor charges is free. So these are the components that will be changed in every single service of your Innova HYcross. And again, just to tell you, whether it is the petrol variant or the hybrid variant, the service cost is exactly same till now. Even it will remain same till the 9th service. So moving ahead, second year, 20,000 kilometers, everything will remain same service will be done. Only one addition is there, which is your AC filter. So your AC filter, Toyota recommends that you need to change your AC filter after every 20,000 kilometers or 2 years. But this is just a recommendation, and it also depends on the usage of your car. If you're driving your Innova HYcross in areas or cities where there is too much of construction, or there is too much of pollution, and you're driving in villages where there is too much of dust and sand, then your AC filters will be in bad shape, and you might have to change your AC filters after every service 10,000 kilometers. So that all depends on the usage. But again, if everything goes fine, then Toyota recommends that you should at least change it after every 20,000 kilometers. Okay, then moving to the third service, 30,000 kilometers, everything remains same, which was done in your first service. 10,000 kilometer service, same thing will be done in your 30,000 kilometer service. And the price is different here. The price is 6578 as compared to the 10,000 kilometer service, because in the 10,000 kilometer service, your labor was free. But from this third year, 30,000 kilometer service, your labor starts becoming paid. You'll have to pay for labor also. Your free services are over at this point in time. Moving next, fourth year and 40,000 kilometers. Here comes a slightly major change, which is your air filter. This is your engine air filter. This is not your AC air filter. This is your engine air filter. So in your engine, when engine intakes your air, so that air also passes through a filter, which is your engine air filter. That is replaced after 40,000 kilometers or 4 years. And your brake fluid also will be replaced after 40,000 kilometers or 4 years. So in this service, everything that was done in your third service will be done in fourth service, plus your air filter and your brake fluid will be replaced, and the total cost will be 12,034 rupees. So Toyota recommends that you need to replace your engine air filter and your brake fluid after every 40,000 kilometers. Moving ahead, and for the fifth year or 50,000 kilometers, everything remains same, which was done in your first year service, third year, fifth year service, everything is same. Moving to the sixth year service, it is just an addition of AC filter, everything else is same. You can see that. Moving to the seventh year, exactly same, 1357, everything is same, no major change in the service schedule, and the price is also same. You can look on the screen right now. Moving to the eighth year, again, as I told you, after every 40 years, engine air filter has to be changed and brake fluids has to be replaced. Similarly, it was replaced for the first time at the end of 40,000 kilometers or fourth year. Next, it is going to be replaced at the end of 80,000 kilometers or at the end of eighth year. Okay, and the price is going to be 12,034 rupees, as exactly same as it was for your fourth year service. Ninth year service, exactly same, 13,579, everything same, no change there, same price. 10th year service, here comes the major change, and this is the point where your Innova petrol service cost is different from your Innova HYcross service cost, and the only difference is spark plugs. So after completing 1 lakh kilometers or 10 years, Toyota recommends to change spark plugs, and spark plugs price is different for your normal petrol engine Innova HYcross and your hybrid Innova HYcross. Hybrid Innova HYcross has costlier spark plugs, all that hybrid tech, different tech going on there, not going into the details. The spark plugs are different, that is why difference in the price. And this is your 10th service, which will be around 15,000 for your normal petrol Innova and 21,000 for your hybrid Innova. So this is the schedule of 10 years I am telling you. And let's say you run your Innova HYcross for 1 lakh kilometers, not in 10 years, but you complete all these mileage in just 5 years. Then if you're wondering what will happen in my 11th year service, so you just have to follow that pattern, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, right? It will go on same, and there is a schedule that after 40,000 kilometers your air filter has to be changed. After 1 lakh kilometers your spark plugs have to be changed. So this is a recommended schedule if your car runs in perfect condition. But of course, based on usage patterns and wear and tear, it might happen that some things have problem, or if your spark plugs have problem earlier, then you might have to change them earlier. But that's not a usual thing in case of Toyota, because Toyotas are built to last, and it's nothing new that there are so many Innovas running on the roads which have clocked lakhs and lakhs of kilometers. So you will not find a problem, and this will probably be the schedule for your Innova HYcross as well. And again, one more thing. So this is the minimum service cost that you will have to pay. Based on your usage, wear and tear, you might have to pay extra for the extra jobs that you have to get done for your car. But this is minimum. This is the recommended schedule. Every year, every service, you have to get these jobs done. So now talking about the total service cost of 10 years for Innova HYcross. Let's look at the total price, which is 82,000 for the petrol Innova and 88,000 for the HYcross, for the hybrid Innova. That's very cheap. It's very cheap. But these are the prices in 2023. If I am talking about the 10th year service cost of Innova HYcross, I am in 2023, so I am talking about the prices that are available in 2023. But of course, if you have purchased Innova this year, or you are going to purchase it in 2024, or you purchased it 1 year back, still you would not have done your 10th service, right? You will be doing your 10th service after 6 years, 7 years, or 10 years based on your kilometers that you clock every year. So I have given you a rough estimate of prices at that time, you know, considering inflation. So suppose you have purchased your Innova HYcross this year in 2023, then after, you know, after 1 year, which is in 2024, you would have clocked 20,000 kilometers. Your price of service will be 5189 rupees. Similarly, if you look at the service cost of 10th year, right? Today it is 15,459 for the petrol Innova, but after 10 years, let's say in 2032, considering inflation, the cost will be 24,600 something. So even if I go with this assumption and just consider this basic 6% inflation year on year, then your total Innova hybrid service cost for 10 years, including inflation, for the petrol Innova is just 1,12,000 rupees, and for the hybrid Innova is just 1,24,000 rupees. That's very less. Okay, and this is the minimum service cost. Let's assume that you have to do more jobs done for your Innova HYcross. Sometimes you have to do alignment, sometimes something is broken, you have to purchase a new part or something, you know. With all that also, that is still cheap. You include all those things also, 1,12,000, you include other extra maintenance jobs, let's inflate it to 2 lakhs. Okay, 2 lakh maintenance cost for roughly 20 to 30 lakh rupee car for over a period of 10 years is very less. So I mean, and this is not even surprising to me, because this is the USP of Toyota. The service cost is cheap, and we can see that with proof for the latest Innova HYcross as well. And now the one last point that I wanted to mention, which is another important point, is the service availability. If I talk about the 28 states and the 8 union territories, the service cost availability, I was also surprised to see that Toyota's presence is there in every single state in India, except for the 2 union territories. One is Daman and Diu, and the second is Lakshadweep Islands. In these 2 islands, there is no presence of Toyota service centers. But apart from these, if I look at the other union territories, the numbers that you see against each union territory, these are the number of cities in which Toyota service center are present. So Chandigarh has, of course, Chandigarh is just one city, so it has, I've written 1 for the 1 city, but Chandigarh has more than 1 service centers, right? Delhi, I've written 1 for Delhi, but Delhi will have more service centers. But I'm talking about number of cities in which Toyota service is present. And now let's look at the states, you know, 28 states. Every state has, you know, Toyota service present in the cities, and the numbers that you see in front of every state are the number of cities in which Toyota service is present. If I talk about Tamil Nadu, 30 cities in Tamil Nadu have Toyota service present. Gujarat, 21 cities. Bihar, 11 cities, you know, and Karnataka, 25 cities, you know. Haryana, 21 cities have Toyota service presence. Service presence is a bit low in the northeastern states. Like in Manipur, there is just 1 city. It is present in only 1 city. Mizoram, 1 city. Nagaland, 2 cities. Sikkim, 1 city. But still, the good part is that the service is present. So looking at these numbers, you will get a fair idea, like, you know, how good the availability of service centers is for Toyota in India. And if you are doing a long road trip in your Toyota car or in your, you know, HYcross, then you can assume that, you know, after crossing every state, you know, in next city you will definitely get a service center looking at these positive numbers. So this was all about Toyota Innova HYcross service cost, you know, maintenance cost for the next 10 years. And if you feel that you have any more question related to Innova HYcross or Toyota in general, you can simply ask me in my comment section and I will be happy to answer. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next video.